All right, today we're going to tackle a concept that's basically the financial heartbeat of any company, from your corner coffee shop all the way up to a tech giant. Think of it as this constant tightrope walk between what a business owns and what it owes. So, let's dive right in. But you know what? Before we even get into all the corporate stuff, let's bring this right down to you and me. We're going to start with something that, might just hit a little too close to home. That dreaded personal budget crisis. You know that feeling, right? That little pit in your stomach when you check your bank account and realize there's way more month left than there is money. It's a super stressful, high-stakes problem for pretty much anyone, a total nightmare. Okay, let's make this real. Say you earn $3,000 a month, but your bills, your rent, your food, all that stuff, they add up to $3,200. You've got a serious cash crunch. You literally can't pay everyone you owe. And yeah, there's a technical term for that, insolvent. Sounds scary because, well, it is. Okay, now hold on to that feeling. We're going to take that exact same problem and just scale it way, way up. We're moving from your kitchen table to a giant corporate boardroom. It's the same fundamental challenge, just with a whole lot more zeros tacked onto the end. And this is where it all clicks. See, for you, your salary is what you have. That's your asset. Your bills are what you owe, your liabilities. Well, it is no different for a business. Their current assets are things like cash in the bank or money that customers still owe them. And their current liabilities, yep, you guessed it, the bills they gotta pay right now, suppliers, rent, and of course, employees' salaries. It is literally the same balancing act. And that, my friends, brings us to the big idea for today, working capital management. And listen, this isn't some report you just do once a year, it's a daily thing. It's the constant day in, day out process of juggling what a company owns versus what it owes. So you're probably thinking, okay, duh, you have to pay your bills. Got it. But why does this one thing get its own fancy name? Why is it so crucial? What's really on the line here? Well, when a company gets this right, the payoff is huge. We're talking 3 big wins. First, you get way more efficient. Money isn't just sitting around doing nothing. Second, and this is a big one, it's about pure survival. I'm talking about having the cash to actually make payroll and pay your suppliers. And third, it makes you more profitable. A smart company doesn't have to take out crazy expensive loans just to keep the lights on. So how can you tell if a company is actually any good at this? Well, you don't have to just guess. Turns out, there's a really simple tool the pros use to get a quick checkup on a company's financial health. And that tool is called the working capital ratio. The best way to think about it? It's like taking a company's financial temperature. It's just one number, but it tells you pretty much instantly if that business is healthy or if it's about to get really, really sick. Okay, check this out. Just one number, 0.5. What in the world does that even mean? I mean, by itself, it's nothing, right? Just a decimal. But in the world we're talking about right now, that number is a blaring 5-alarm fire, a massive red flag. And this chart right here shows you exactly why. A ratio of 0.5 means for every $1 the company has, it owes $2 in immediate bills. Look at that. The red bar, what it owes, is literally double the size of the green bar, what it owns. This company isn't just in trouble. It is deep in the danger zone. And here's the thing. When a company sees a number like that and just ignores it, it doesn't just sit there. Oh no, it kicks off a really dangerous cycle, a downward spiral that is incredibly tough to pull out of. So here's how that plays out. First, the banks start getting nervous. They see the company as a big risk, so boom, your credit rating gets trashed. And what does that mean? Any money you try to borrow now comes with way higher interest rates. So now you're spending more just to borrow, which leaves less cash for, actually growing the business. And where does that road end? You got it. Straight towards that scary insolvency word again. All right, so you've heard the theory. You've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now it's your turn. Time to put that new knowledge to work. Think of yourself as a financial doctor. We're going to take an X-ray of a company, and let's see if you can spot the problem. So here's the situation. We've got a company with that exact same warning sign we just talked about, a working capital ratio of 0.5. So based on everything we've just gone over, what's the most immediate thing that's likely to happen here? Okay, what do you think? Is it A, they get a higher credit rating? Or B, they start struggling to pay their employees? C, their stock value goes up? Or maybe D, they have way too much extra cash lying around? Think about it for a second. All right, if you said B, you nailed it. The answer is B. And this is the bottom line. A ratio under 1.0 means you don't have enough cash on hand to cover your immediate bills. And what's one of the most immediate bills a company has? Payroll. It's the exact same as our personal budget problem, not having enough money in the bank to pay the rent. So let's just wrap up with this. This whole thing, working capital management, it's not just some boring accounting term. It's about survival. It's about ambition. It really is the simple daily math that separates a company that's built for growth from one that's headed for collapse. It just makes you wonder, what other simple numbers out there hold that much power?